can tell something is troubling Headwind from the moment you approach. You are not the only one either. Looks like a case of a broken heart to me there, reader darling. Trust me on that one. Headwind overhears. It's nothing. I think all the travel is catching up with me is all. You don't make much of a liar, Headwind darling. Now let's have her name. Or his. Kappa Pride. That obvious, is it? That obvious. No, go on. Headwind hesitates a while, then. Her name was Fikani. Fikani? Why, that's a harp name. Yes, she's from the mountains, same as yours. You don't mean Fikani Shang, do you? We feared we lost her in the gorge. What? You know her? Come on, Edwin. How many of us harps do you think there are? Your commonwealth has been rather successful scouring my people from the world. But yes, Fikani Shang and I had spent some time together in the past, flown a few sorties now and then. We were in different units though. She was reconnaissance, if I recall. She said as much to me, but what happened to her? When you were sentenced, it was about a year after me, wasn't it? So maybe. She was alive and well when I last saw her. Got back from the gorge with a few scrapes and some good information. Granted, that was several years ago. Who knows what could have happened since. Though I must say, she never mentioned you. I'm impressed she managed to keep secret your relationship. She could have gotten herself into some real trouble. You keep her secret too, please. Oh, don't worry about me. Down here, I'm in no position to betray any more of my people, and besides, I liked Fikani, and you're not bad either. Why, this is rather sweet. Hedwin just stares at her. I'm sorry, Hedwin, I wasn't trying to make light. I wish that I could tell you more about her, though I think that you must know her better than I do. Yeah, look, I'm sorry too. I didn't mean to get on your case about it, it's just I don't like to talk about it much. It's a lot to have to explain. I understand completely. So then, now that the awkward introductions are out of the way, could you tell me any more about what she was like? Well, let's see. They continue talking for some time about Fakani and how such a relationship would have been seen both in the High Wing remnants and the Commonwealth. For Hedwin, just knowing that Fakani still lives, or at least she was still alive after his exile, lifts his spirits. Anyhow, if you get out of here, or I get out of here, we'll have to seek her out. If I go first, I'll let her know you're in one piece. I'm thinking of her still. Thanks, Beneatha. That means a lot. What a nice harpy lady. Don't mention it. As the conversation winds down, they bid you and each other a good evening and go their separate ways. I guess they like lost all their favor because they lost against us in Liberation, right? I guess that's how that works. And we have infinite favor because we're the best. We're off. Going way up north. Land in Blackshore. They expressed interest. No information. Hello. Oh, you have to mouse over. Okay. Something of value on this rope. I do need money. Just to upgrades. So let's go here. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder what might have happened had your paths not crossed, as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Beyond Crystal seeks Tizo. Time to go get angry at another one of these scribes. Scribe challenges. Scribe trial, whatever.
Guron Salashi.
Alright, so let's go. Let's fuck him up. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk. Although that's not really saying much. Let's bring it forth. Tizo soon appears in heat of the summons. Tizo seems to be prepared. Tizo's always prepared. Come on. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites here in this trial. It shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely reader. So freaking passing. Yeah, it's disgusting. What? How did he kill me? That's bullshit. Don't understand how he killed me before. I killed him there both times. Not enough damage to dodge 3 of them. I can't even, I have to win, I have to win at least one while there's 3 of them. You're so stupid. It's even worse as Tizo because his attack banishes him, so can't even be. I have to run into them. I can't aura cast. Giant implosion, so let's just implode all 3 of them. I don't have the self-destruct one yet. The mastery that lets him explode as soon as he dies. Okay, I'm just gonna choose this then. It's 1v3 because it's a challenge. Like you, when you go through these, you unlock a special trinket for this character. So you're always 1v3. Right. We got the cheese strat now. I don't know, most of the time they don't even seem worth it. The trinkets just aren't even good enough to deal with this, because they're pretty annoying. Try to deal with it with his implosion here. He jumped in. Two. That one's a good score though. Got it. Two. He doesn't get there in time. They jump really predictably. Fly to victory. No. Fuck. Respawn. Almost got a victory. That's fine. It's much easier when there's two of them. Well, that one was at least just kind of strategy. To some degree, unlike the other ones. Tizo is excited to have completed a Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. Worthwhile effort, and your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. That could have been worse. Tizo's flutter and zip abilities cost 35% less stamina than usual. Okay, and it's only rank 7. That one was worth it. For sure. Okay, she has new biography. Great. No, I don't particularly care. Yes, let's level that shit up. You make time to explore the monolithic stonework of Highwind Cove with your companions. Hail, noble Pamitha, what tidings? Not much, though there's a lot more area to cover if we've nothing better to do. They turn to you. You may continue searching or return to the wagon empty-handed and pursue your vocations. I'm okay on stats. And levels. I think I'd rather get the money for now and buy upgrades. You spend more time exploring unchecked nooks and corners of the area. It is an exhaustive process, but eventually your search yields something you can use. 77 soul. Alright. I'm okay with it. That should give me like the +4 and like a +2 upgrade. You find Hedwyn rather lost in thought about something. He looks over you as you approach. Oh, hey, my friend. Alright, so what's it going to be? He points in the direction of cooking tins strewn over in the corner of the wagon. One of life's small comforts around here. We get to eat. Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for it, but there's only so much to choose from, whether here in Black Basin or anywhere around, I guess. Anyways, I was just having trouble deciding what to cook. Just had fire caps again last night, and those never seem to sit well with everyone anyways. There's no more glockel, not that anyone but Tizo ever liked that stuff. And I feel like we've been having gutter crabs every day for months, so I'm not too excited about that. This is where you come in, and no consulting books or stars or anything, just you and me, here and now. What am I making? You decide, because I can't. The hardest decision of them all. I know there's a lot of serious stuff to think about these days, but so help me, no one's struggling to regain their freedom on an empty stomach. Fillet of slurg, silt porridge, or gutter crabs. Let's go for the porridge. You ask Hedwin to prepare another batch of his silt porridge for the group. He eyes you warily as you request this, searching for any trace of irony. Alright, my friend, I never took you for the silt porridge type, so be it. I guess even after all this time, we have still much to learn about each other. Now lend me a hand here with this stuff, would you? You assist Hedwin with prepping the silt porridge. The two of you get to talking about the past. The reality of cooking and the downside has a way of making him nostalgic. Life on the blood border wasn't that much easier than trying to get by down here. The high-wing remnants could swoop in at any time. They were so good at picking at the worst possible occasions for us. The time they showed up and I was nowhere to be found, I must have told you about that. He has spoken to you of his past as an outrider once before. Well, either way, I don't think I ever told you much about Takani. I was ready to relay an order when she caught me out in the open. She could have had me, but we just stood there, you know. I'd never seen anything like her. And her voice, she says to me, "You ought to be more careful with your life." And I just say, I'm not that type to say such things, but it's all I could think of looking at her just then. So I tell her it was worth the risk. Anyway, she spared my life, of course, and when we saw riders heading towards us, I looked at her, she took hold of me, and we just took off. I didn't want to leave her, and I didn't for a while. He trails off. Soon after I came back, I went in search of her again. This time, though, the risk I took, a lot of people paid for it. The harps attacked when no one was there to raise the alarm. A few days later, Hedwin the deserter was sentenced to exile. And now, he's about to cook some silt porridge. Thanks for your help, my friend. I can take it from here. See you shortly. He heads out into the afternoon. You sense he feels more at ease after having spoken to you. +2 hope. Alright, so we should probably take him. Because he's got a buff. I've decided I'm probably just not going to read all of these on stream because there's so many pages. That's something I'll probably just do in my own time, and you guys can do the same if you're super interested in the lore of this game, or if you already have it yourself. Hey guys, look, I got something here which I think maybe you would like. It shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. So these are per right buffs. Good. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. Besides, they give you just a little lift you need. Know what I mean? You get thirsty for them, don't even worry, I can get more. What should these cost? Wow, those are expensive. For only being good for one right. Where's the loot? This. +4. Yes. +2. Sure, that only costs 5. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. Alright. Let's go level up some talismans. That's level 8, but what happens? Yeah. Let's do that. At level 20, I'm pretty sure that's just, he uses no stamina. So you can just fly and jump indefinitely. Anything else worth leveling up? Farther jump. That can't level up. That's not gonna. Oh, it will. Let's get it to level 5 now. So it needs 2 more to get to +5. What about you? You get a % per level. Let's do that up by the +2, and then we get the other +1 to this. The sky grows dark over the nest of Trista. A hush falls over your companions, especially Ruki. You sense something troubling him, something to do with your next adversaries. Sorry about that. Oh hey Jump, just want to let you know I'm pumped and ready to take on the dissidents. This time, sure I'm alright. That Barker, he's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know? So don't you worry, because I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. So Ruki marches off towards the clearing. You notice his grin fade away. In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to howl. Legend of Rat Dog. Something else catches your notice in the sky. This time, strange new stars are shimmering about, the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a pretentious sign. Big words, too many big words. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth you may invite the influence of the Titan Stars. Use the Titan Stars for a greater challenge.
Behold the Titan Stars.
Your adversaries shall be more cunning and much quicker to react. +8 hope. Start to strike your Pyre shall automatically suffer 30 damage. So we'll start at 70. I think we can do this one.
Endria the Widow.
We can activate all of them. Please no. Let's handle that one. I don't like the ones that like make the AI harder and make them respawn faster.
The Titan Stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their fire first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, Make ready for the right.
Ahoy, mates. Look what we have here. Greentail, is that you? Yeah, Parker. It's me, alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something then, Greentail. You gonna go against me this time? You're gonna keep on being a stinking coward like before, huh? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wait. He says he wants to fight. If you can beat him, maybe. Maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Greentails. He has a family. Alone. I can make it worth his while. Parker? What is it, mate? The right's about to start. Well, I was just thinking, I know I owe you and everything, but I've got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? I like a good laugh's more like it, but I'll bite, Greentail. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I can beat you here, we're squared away. You let me off the hook. Huh, I see, but tell me something, mate. Now why in this stinking world would I want to do a thing like that? What's in it for me when I beat you instead? Then I'll pay you double what I owe, I promise. But you have to promise too. Kurzov. Boy, really now. Double or nothing then it is, eh? You try a hard bargain there, mate, but alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack right here, right now, and you're debt-free as far as I'm concerned. Of course, if you don't, I'll be fleecing you for all you're worth. You and your stupid uncles, and that dear old mum of yours. See you shortly then. Rookie returns to you. Hey, so this one means a lot to me, you understand there, chump? Let me go against these guys and I'll make sure we show them up, okay? Rookie growing some balls.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Rookie is his lead.
Rookie.
Hedwin has plus hope. That's nice. Tizo has this broken ass trinket, so. So does Benitha. I have Jody, so I don't really have a ton of defensive exiles right now. I think Tizo's just maybe a little better against the dogs. I don't know, her dash is pretty broken. Let's just go with Tizo.
Tizo.
Pretty sure that
It is done.
that trinket is just gross. Tizo's ready to help Rookie defeat Barker in the distance. Alright then, Greentail, bring it on. It's your old mom who's gonna pay. That's fast. Oh, that's lava.
The night wings thus assert themselves.
Never expect the speed.
Down goes that one.
You can't jump. You have to fly over that. Fucking lava.
There. Absolution.
Alright, now we're even. I took that minus 30 hit. What's the matter, Greentail? Methinks you seem a little nervous in your paws out there. Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What's that you say, huh? You think you can talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Barker. Stay out of my damn way. Damn, Rookie. Or what, mate? Or I'll sink these little nervous dink into your neck, old chum. Damn. Dogs are getting savage.
That foolish Barker was a menace to the Commonwealth, and is a blight upon. So it is.
Easy.
The Nightwings now are closer to achieving victory.
Ooh.
Double.
There.
Oh, so close.
Oh. Get out, Tizo.
I had to jump to dodge the aura.
One careless step. Oh. Glorious. A bit of a blunder. You are powerless for now.
Finally got one there.
An opportunity. Their pyre spotless.
Rookie plunged into their
Yeah, I
fire.
just can't handle Rookie sometimes. So fast.
The rite is nearly ended. Now go. Tizo doused their pyre.
Oh,
Ferocity
big aura.
unbridled.
just talk. Motherfucker. So close.
I'm fine. That Barker Aspaw's sure is rather quick. Zap. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail again. They brushed
it's pretty intense
aside their
sometimes.
adversaries without too much trouble. The rite is done.
Woohoo, we did it. We got him. Heap. Grr, Greentail, you got us fair and square, mate. As fair and square as the stuff gets, right? So my family, you'll leave him alone. You said you'd leave him alone. Ease off there, Greentail. A deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack had better step it up for when we see you and your mates again. I'll be looking forward. Rookie watches him depart, then turns to you as his expression softens. Don't know what to tell you, chum, other than that I really owe you one.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
I'll head with them. So good. I'm gonna get that and then the stamina. That's pretty good too. As much as the AI likes jumping. flat 2-second longer respawn time for all the enemies.
Until the next round.
Back at the wagon after overcoming the dissidents with aplomb, you are about to join the others discussing the outcome when Wolfred finds you. Good work back there, my boy, though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please join me outside. Look forth, the golden star reveals itself to us once more. Oh, is it time for the liberation rite already? Somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. The path to freedom reveals itself again. Yep. We're challenging the harpies, it looks like. Yeah, it's always the ones that are in second. So we knocked the dissidents down. So the dissidents are the only other one with 35. The rites are calling you again to the fall of Salim, where one among you may go free, should you prevail. As we discussed, the cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the Essens, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Aladale ought to be a little easier than before. At least we should be able to make landing near some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest, as best they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself.